What's up, folks? Welcome back to the beautiful Harley-Davidson of Newport Richey. I'm Josh with hdflorida.com, and I'm going quick because I've got a very exciting motorcycle to show you today. This is the 2022 Road Glide ST. Let's go.
So the 2022 Road Glide ST, we've been anxiously awaiting one of these since the announcement on January 26th. Starting up front, we've got the bronze Prodigy wheel. It's the same bronze as on the Lowrider S. This bike actually comes in the same colors as the Lowrider S, being vivid black and gunship gray. The front end suspension is still the 49mm dual bending valve front suspension we've had on the last few seasons of all the touring bikes from Harley-Davidson. Rides great, very responsive, carries the weight well. You also see the dual disc floating rotors, which is the standard stopping power we expect a touring Harley-Davidson to be equipped with. Another feature that stands out right away is the inclusion of the 117 cubic inch Milwaukee-Eight engine in this Road Glide. So getting the largest factory supplied stock engine in a performance bike is obviously the right way to go. If there had been any other engine in this bike, it just wouldn't have made any sense. One thing I appreciate is the attention to detail with the inclusion of these bronze powder-coated rocker box covers. It's the exact color of the wheel. Also, the 117 cubic inch adornment on the air cleaner. It all matches with the tank graphic that's lifted straight from the Lowrider S and the Lowriders of the past. I went over that in pretty good detail in my Lowrider video. You should click that box in the corner to watch that if you haven't yet. Another obvious difference is this solo seat. It's got a pretty high back on it, so just cruising around the parking lot, I felt pretty locked in and pretty comfortable. Also, the styling just adds like a bit of an aggressive element to the motorcycle as well. Right here we can see a couple of things. One being that square back LED taillight that does not come on a Road Glide Special. Those saddlebag reflectors as well don't come on a Road Glide Special, and those are stock bottom saddlebags instead of the stretch bags we've seen on the Road Glide Specials for the last couple of years. This is the same 6.5 inch boombox GTS display that we've had since 2018 in the touring models. This thing is pretty slick as far as how snappy and how quick it is. The built-in navigation functionality. It's a top-notch infotainment display. We love this thing. This one even comes from the factory with the hidden antenna pre-installed, which is cool. We were all very excited to see the return of this dash tank console on the Road Glide, and it being included on the Road Glide ST is fantastic as well. It's such a small change, but the amount of style and just cool factor it adds, it's very sleek looking. This model in front of me is equipped with the RDRS system. That is a system that works in tandem with the standard ABS to enhance the safety of the rider with cornering ABS, vehicle hold control, tire pressure monitoring, and a bunch of other little very technical things that are hard to explain in this short of a video. If you'd like a full breakdown on what the RDRS system does and how it works, leave a comment below and I will for sure take a deep dive into it. This motorcycle really proves that the motor company is tuned in with the customer base. We have seen a huge rise in the performance bagger movement over the last few years, and even this past race season, the factory Harley-Davidson race team won the Moto America King of the Baggers race circuit on a custom Road Glide, which a lot of the styling cues and the parts and accessories that are releasing alongside this motorcycle, the parts and accessories team from Harley-Davidson has really upped their game when it comes to manufacturing performance parts, namely the Harley-Davidson and Öhlins collaborative piggyback shocks. Those were essentially R&D'd on the track during Moto America's King of the Bagger races. A parts and accessories lead from the motor company basically said that before they were in the book, they were on the bike.
Then tagging on a high flow exhaust system that were designed in parallel with one another, and then saying, all right, that's a ton of power to the ground, right? How do you harness it? That's where the Öhlins suspension comes in.
The Öhlins shocks that we run, that is the product that we took basically directly out of the catalog, essentially, before it was released, and put it on our race bike. So a big upgrade for the performance of the bike, and also they just look cool.
Speaking of suspension components, the seat height on the Road Glide ST is approximately half an inch higher than the standard Road Glide or the Road Glide Special. And we here at the shop conjecture that the ST models are getting the 13-inch rear shocks that the Road Glide Limited and the Electra Glide Ultra Limited both get. Every touring bike without a tour pack comes with a 12-inch shock. So we think the combination of the lower profile seat and the 13-inch shock bring that seat height to that comfy 26.7 inches.
That is going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I have been Josh with hdflorida.com. This has been the beautiful Harley-Davidson of Newport Richey, and this has been the beautiful 2022 Harley-Davidson Road Glide ST. This bike is really cool. It really proves that Harley-Davidson is listening and they're watching and observing what people actually want to do with their motorcycles, and they're giving you an easier way to start that journey to take this to that performance bagger level. So if you want to see more about this bike that I didn't list, every little nook and cranny, little tiny specification, the whole spec sheet is on hdflorida.com, as well as more photos, different angles. Get that leaf off this bike. I'm going to put 2 more videos on the screen right here in case you want to keep watching more of the cool stuff we make. Speaking of the cool stuff we make, subscribe to the channel if you want to see every video that comes out after this one. They're all cool. And also, if you like the video, like the video. What do you, I mean, come on, it's no brainer. If you don't want to do any of those things though, I hope you have a great day.